Hello everyone, welcome to another video from S.I.T. Today I'm going to show you very simple day-to-day Excel functions and formulas that will make your work life so easy. If you're an accountant, then you need to stick around till the end of this video. If you're a student, it's good for you. If you work in an office and you work with Excel, these are very simple formulas and functions that will help make your life so easy. Now, if this is your first time on this channel, please don't forget to click on the subscribe button on the right hand side of the screen and click on the notification bell so that anytime we release a video, you'll be the very first to see it. Thank you and stay tuned, and let's get into the video. Now, the first function is the aggregate function. Aggregate function. This allows you to summarize values, and it gives you the ability to ignore error values as well as hidden cells. For example, if you sum up these values, let me go to Excel and then I'll show you what I'm talking about. Example, if you sum up these values, it will give an error, but when you type aggregate, or when you use the aggregate function and you apply the various options, you see that it will work, and then it will skip the error values. It will skip the error values. It will skip the error values. So let's give it a try. So if I bring it here and I click on auto sum, you see that it's giving me an error because of these fields that are here. These fields are not allowing the calculation to go through. So now we'll use the aggregate function and then we'll see how that works. Use the aggregate function. So if you check this out, that's the formula right there. Now it's not working because of the how do you call it, because of the error fields. So now I'll delete this and then we'll use the aggregate function and see how it works. So aggregate, let's do it again. Aggregate. So I click on aggregates, double click, and then it gives me a lot of things that I can do with aggregate. In this case, I'm using the sum, so I want to sum. So that's the first value. Okay, that's the first value. So we are doing a sum. So comma, then we get the options. So you have a lot of options. You can ignore nested subtotals. That is, you are adding values from different places, and each of them have their own subtotals, but you want to add only the values without the subtotal, you can use that option. So these are actually things that you can explore. These options, you can explore them to see how best you can use them. And then the one we are interested in is ignore error values. And there's another interesting one here, which is ignore hidden rows and error values. So if you have some rows that are missing but you still want to include them in the calculation, you can use that option. Or if you want to ignore error values, which I'm interested in now, so that's what I'm going to use. So I click on ignore error values. Then the next one is the array. The array actually means what you want to, the range where you are doing the calculation. So I select all, so that is the array. So the last option, which is the k It's an option that is usually used when you are using the small and large function. But in this case, we are not interested. So we close our bracket and then you press the enter key. Boom! That's our total. It has ignored the error values. Now, when you go back to the options again, you have so many options which I cannot go through all in this video, but they are self-explanatory. So in this case, you can just go through it yourself and try it over and over again. You can ignore hidden errors, nested subtotal, and aggregate functions. You can ignore, as it applies to whatever you are doing, just apply it and then you'll be fine. So that is the use of the aggregate function. Very useful. You see, instead of going through your values to delete the error ones, you can just ignore them and then you are done, good to go. The round function allows you to round your values to the number of digits that you want. To do that, all you need to do is to type the round function, select the value you want to transform, and then specify the number of digits or the number of decimal places you want, and then it will be done for you. Very simple. So let's take a look at that function. So let's say rounding round function. So over here, all I need to do is to type the round equal to and then round. I'll double click on it. Now select my value, which is, and I bring a comma. Then I specify what I want. I want a whole number. I'll type 0. So let's see. Perfect. Press the enter key. So this is whole number. So let's name this one whole number. And what I can do, I can remove the zeros by using this function right here. Increase or decrease the decimal function. So I move all of them like that. So that's my whole. And then when I bring the pointer here and I double click, it gives me whole number for all of them. That is one. You can try closest 10. One closest 10. Let's say closest 10. Closest 10. So I'll type my round equal to first round. And I'll select my value. In my comma. Closest 10 is -1. So -1 and I press value. Closest 10. And do closest 100. Closest 100, closest 100. So go to round, select the value, 82. Closest 100. So those are some of the options that you can use, and that ends our round function. The round function. Round function. So that's that. Round function. So next function is the end of month function, which is EO month function. Now we are going to see how that is used. To use it, you just enter the cell equal to, you type your function, this EO month function, Then you select the date, which is the first parameter or the first thing that is needed. Then comma, and then the number of months that you want to jump to. If it's 1 month, you put 1. So it will jump to the next month, to the end of the next month. So because it's end of month, so end of the next month. So I close my bracket and then I press the enter key. So you see that this is January. This is January. The end of month of next month is February 28th. So you can see. And if I want it for all, I just want it for all. I just do it. Let's drag. And you see this is March, so it goes to 4th. This is April 30th. So we'll give you the corresponding months next month and the results. Now, if you want to go to 2 months, simple EO month, and then you select the date, comma, and then you say 2 months. Then you press it, so it goes to 2 months. Now when you do it first, the value comes this way because the format here is still in general. So all that you need to do is to come here and then click on the short date, so it changes the date. So 2 months from here is March, so end of March. So it gives you, so this is next month, this is 2 months, next 2 months. Sorry. So if you drag this down to the end, you have next 2 months for each of them. Now, if you want to go to the previous month, very simple to do. So previous month, same formula. You month, select the date, and -1. So 1 month previous month. So if you want to go more, you can do the calculation, and that is it. So I change it to short date, and you can see January 21. Previous month is 31st. It works. So that's the end of this function, and you can use it to do so many things. The next function is the edate function. The edate function allows you to move a few months into the future or in the past based on a specified number of months or specified date. So we'll take a look at that. To use the edate function, you type equal to, and then you type edate. Then you select the date you want to use, bring a comma, and then you type the number of months that you want to move to in the future or history. So in this case, I want 6 months, so I'll type 6 and then close the bracket and then press the enter key. Now it comes in this value. Select the value, change the format type, come here and select short date. You see that this is 1st January. In 6 months, 7th will be that's July, 1st July. So it has moved 6 months from the initial date I've selected. So double click here to get all the corresponding 6 months. You can do the same thing for, we are going into previous months. So if I want previous 6 months, previous 6 months, 6 months. So go to edit and select date. So -6. So send me back 6 months. Bring it back up and then do the format type to short date, and voila, it will go back 6 months. So you can see it's gone like 6 months. 6 months. That's how you use the date function. Date function.